and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cavaliers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Parrish. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Nice move to stay on his feet. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Goodman. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Power football with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cavaliers. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Goodman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in...
All kinds of running room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's up to 41 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. The Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Soft spot in the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Cavaliers are on the move.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. On second down, he'll fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Tripped up for the tackle.
And this young true freshman, he's got to keep his composure here because he can smell his first collegiate touchdown is right on the horizon. His eyes are getting big.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, no!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very...
He's loose down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football game.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
You want to talk about aggressive? Nuts. This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's there to make the stop. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going in. Nothing but green ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Parrish. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Used the play fake, now to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Seminoles have moved it inside the 20. They'll go to the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rifles it down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of...
Looking deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there.
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect.
Gets away from one, finds room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, still short of the first down. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Offense set on first down. Finds his man. It's Hunt. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Noles will have it 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the stakes.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Man, how college football has changed, right? Like receivers getting touches. Everybody's a weapon at all times. And listen, they're trying to get the ball to their playmaking receiver, maybe get some space, maybe make somebody miss. Marginal gain, still set up pretty good in the red zone.
Touchdown, Noles! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Yeah, and this offense continues to roll. Both offenses have been carving the other defenses up, and who can get a stop? Who can make a play? But right now, offense is clearly in a rhythm, doing whatever they want to do.
He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Running back goes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's down at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Yeah,
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heat.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Seminole. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He'll try it again. Shakes off the defender. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The offense set for a first down play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll start the drive here with first. Period. The give out of the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. throws and fires complete to the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Motion from the offense. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Reed. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. Holding. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Calls his own number. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Touch pass on the run. Keeps the legs moving. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to find his man on first down. Dumps it to the back. It's on target and complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out fast.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they love to convert this 3rd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They want that clock to run. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Finds his big tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
It leads to 2nd down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Looking for more room. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it.